Took a name. Well, how was that one doing? This Demon Hunter Vic about to do my part one of EA Sports Madden 25 franchise, Lost to Commanders. Yeah, you not get your music because copyright music, so that's why I don't have the music on. But I already got this set up before I did this, and I already picked my goal, which is make the playoffs. So I do something different instead of like the usual games I do. You know, just have a blast doing this. I did a couple regular videos of this franchise mode. They're just regular videos. They weren't like walkthrough or something like part one or anything. And they're just regular walk. They were just regular me just playing the game. So let's get started.
It's week 1 of the National Football League. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Commanders and the Buccaneers. All that and more coming up next.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
There's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
Certainly happy to have you along. Chase McLaughlin has it on the tee, and off we go here in Tampa. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So the Commanders make their way out on offense for the first time here. And it's the rookie Jaden Daniels, the number 2 overall pick, leading the way.
And we knew from the moment the commissioner called his name on draft night, and by the way, laid a pretty good hug on the commissioner going across the stage. But we knew he had a chance to be the starter week 1. He dove right into the playbook, ingratiated himself with his teammates, and that's exactly how things have played out.
To about the 35, second down. This is 2nd and 8. On the option, here's Eckler. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. And we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Come on.
Here's Daniels. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down. But there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Play action, now it's Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The rookie from LSU leading this offense well. A good throw there leads to a first down. Running on first down, Eckler. Down inside the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson to the 27-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your...
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. To the air goes Daniels. That is caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle, evades him at the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. They'll send Brown in motion right. Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bucs getting ready to go on offense for the first time, and it's Baker Mayfield leading him out in his 2nd season as a Buccaneer and his 7th overall.
And he had a most impressive bounce-back season last year, nearly leading his team to the NFC Championship game. That's not something you see every day, and he was rewarded for it as Tampa Bay decided to make him definitely their quarterback for the future. Now for him, he won.
And right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. Now 3rd down and very long. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. Here's Jake Camarda now. Back deep here, Jamison Crowder. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They begin the drive with Robinson. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Now 2nd and 9. Now Daniels. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Daniels looking to throw. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. To throw is Daniels. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Here's Mayfield. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Throwing now is Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw. Daniels. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. A nice completion there. The challenge flag is out. Todd Bowles not pleased with the ruling on the field, and he's going to ask the officials to take another look. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Looking to throw. Daniels. Crowder's got it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down. Well, they go play action. Daniels. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any more.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 17-0 our score after one. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Palmer going to go in motion left. Mayfield. Here's White. They set up the screen. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. There's Evans again, complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
A first carry for Rachaad White. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Washington on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, Mayfield. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 26. Now Mayfield. He's got White here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now back to the ground game with White. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. In motion left, Godwin. Mayfield now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They run straight ahead here with White. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rachaad White taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Washington ready to try again on offense. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Daniels. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. Another completion there. And we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it? Not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's Daniels. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Brown the motion man right. Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. And he is into the end zone for a Commanders touchdown. De'Ami Brown from 3 yards out. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Well, Rachaad White and the rest of this Tampa Bay offense going back to work now. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
What's that? Done.
They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Now a 3rd and 6.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 6.
What's that?
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. To the air goes Daniels. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Daniels. Got a man. It's Brown. 20 down the left sideline. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line.
1st and goal, Washington.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
Eckler will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
York on now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their own 37. Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dorrance Armstrong. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Mayfield looks to throw. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Third and 8. Throwing, Mayfield. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Commanders' offense and Terry McLaurin headed back onto the field. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game.
First down, Washington.
Come on. Hit.
Play action. Now it's Daniels. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Here we go. Shot.
Daniels looking to throw. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Zach Ertz from 3 yards out. And the Commanders continue to pull away here in this first half. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long. And this time, that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Mayfield. That's complete to Palmer. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you and Charles in a bit. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in the late window. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland. And that game tied at 7 in the second quarter. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And you can see, currently, they trail in that ball game. The new Raider, Gardner Minshew, a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Sam Darnold, 2 touchdown passes as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. What a treat to watch the rookie in that first half. The number 2 overall pick, Jaden Daniels. He's over 300 yards passing already as he's looking to possibly put his name in the record book. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half, because this one's already close to being in the bag,
if it's not already.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start here with a handoff to White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 25-yard line.
Mayfield on play action. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's White. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Complete to Trey Palmer. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the handoff, this is White. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Mayfield off the play fake. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jonathan Allen in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Mayfield. He completes it to Evans. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 30. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. In motion left, Godwin. From the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. 2nd and 10. Palmer going in motion right. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Right back to Chris Godwin. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 17-yard line.
And the Buccaneers first down.
On a handoff, it's White. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 10-yard
They stay on the ground with White. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Buccaneers first down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now Mayfield. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Mayfield now. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. To throw, Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
And good work there in open space, and he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Washington.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Throwing now is Daniels. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. De'Ami Brown, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a first down. 1st and 10 at the
In motion left, Godwin. Back to throw again. Airing this one out for Evans. This is caught at the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 48 yards. In motion goes the tight end. First down, here's White. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. They work now on 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. So the completion good for 6 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Running out of the gun with White. And, oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Chase McLaughlin for the Buccaneers field goal.
And this one is right through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Commanders' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Washington.
Get it!
To the air goes Daniels. Here's a diving catch right side. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of 15. First down, Commanders.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. It was Jamel Dean who brought him down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And the Washington first down.
To throw is Daniels. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin from 19 yards away. And the Commanders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
York now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. That time a 6-play drive. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. Mike Evans in the Tampa offense about to set up shop. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Play fake. Mayfield. That's completed right side to Palmer. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Mayfield to throw it. Open man, it's Palmer. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 43. Here's Mayfield. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game.
Here we go. Set.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Running on first down, Eckler. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
It's Eckler again. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And the Commanders first down.
Ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ready.
Eckler now between the tackles. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Go.
Here's Daniels. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. The York on now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Mayfield looks to throw. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick him off for the second time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally coughed it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing, Mayfield. He gets it over the middle to Palmer. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. The slot man in motion right. Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Complete to number 13.
One of the tight ends comes in motion.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
White is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Line of scrimmage, again, the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Now back to throw. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin from 4 yards out. And the Buccaneers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 127 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Let's go now.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 14, first down Commanders. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Once more, here's Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Up the middle with Eckler. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on. Daniels looking to throw. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Zach Ertz. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So that is going to tie an NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes in one game. It was first done by Sid Luckman of the Bears in 1943, then by Adrian Burke of the Eagles in 54, and now that mark equaled here in this one. York now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a Zach Ertz touchdown. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And this is caught by Evans. And Evans will have a Bucs first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. Now Mayfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield down. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he gets this one just shy of... Down at the 39. 181 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense.
Here we go.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's a 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. 3rd and 4. Now Daniels. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
This is caught by Evans. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Jonathan Allen able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Commanders, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So for
Wow, I just demolished the Buccaneers, dude. I demolished them. Oh, wow, he's got a Guyana. Okay. Seeing to start off. He's got 2 interceptions. A lot of XP. Damn. Oh, this one has 2. There's no music playing. I don't want to get copyright. That's why the music's not on. So I'm like, at this, I can have the thing unmuted. Jeez, man. XP. Okay. Yeah. Oh, white tackle. White tackle. White end. What's it saying? Defense. For him, yeah, it's defense. Center. And the center's getting up. Well, good game to start the franchise off. Destroyed the Buccaneers. Like demolished them. They couldn't do nothing. I was all over Baker Mayfield. Now next game is the Giants, which that's gonna probably be an easy game because Giants ain't really a good team like they used to be. Staff.
Welcome to your franchise staff. Here you staff points when you have to see some talent trees make you select a path to follow to build your character. Upon purchasing one of these talents, the opposite path will be locked, so choose wisely.
I know how this works, dude. Not the first time I played this game. A DMX song, but like I said, I got the music off copyright. Okay, on to next week. It's the Giants. Let me manage that. Let me check this because no, we're not doing this one again. That was cool, but screw that. Do 5 touchdowns. Do this one. Yeah, I'm just gonna say 10. Like, you know what? Say 20 because more upgrades. Oh, it's just the QB this time. Okay. Going for home or away? Okay, we're at home. Oh, I got you. Check the new. Falcons lost. The Eagles and Cowboys won our first game. Carolina. Okay. Time to play our second game. It's the Giants.
It's week 2 of the NFL. And coming up, we'll see the electric Jaden Daniels. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Commanders and the Giants, just ahead on EA Sports.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson, week 2 of the season. Greg, as you get the season going, you want to get that first game under your belt. Now, it almost feels like all the build-up is past. Now we're looking ahead to this long marathon of a regular season.
Absolutely, and this is really where you fall into the pace of the NFL season. All off-season, no matter how hard you try to say, all right, week 1 is just 1 of 17. That's not the case. It is different, Mike. You have all training camp, all summer, all spring to prepare for one opponent. Well, now that game is over and done with, and you get back to work on Monday, and you're going to play again in 6 days. The team that is able to turn the page to the next game week after week, those are the teams that handle the grind, the marathon, as you called it, of the NFL season, and here we are in week 2.
The Giants, led out by their quarterback, Daniel Jones. Here he is. It's year 6 in the NFL. He was the 6th overall pick back in 2019 out of Duke, and Jones still at the helm for the Giants.
If his preparation for this game is any indication of how he's going to perform today, Mike, they're going to be hard to beat. He played really well last week, but when we talked to his coaches, they told us, they're like, he has lived here all week. He has taken his level of play even up another notch, and if he can continue to operate this system, continue to get all of his weapons involved, this leadership, this ability to lead by example, it's going to rub off on the rest of this offense. I think they're going to have a good chance of changing from last week's loss to coming away today with a victory.
He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Jones. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. The Giants sending out their punter. The Commanders have Jamison Crowder ready to return. A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Commanders come out with the man they hope leads them into their new era. Jaden Daniels, the number 2 overall pick in this past draft from LSU. Greg, this the man who won the Heisman Trophy with the Tigers in Baton Rouge a year ago.
Okay, now, Mike, at this level here in the NFL, you just rarely see the type of performance where one player on the field just stands out that much against his peers. But that's exactly what we saw out of this quarterback a week ago. I mean, throwing for all those touchdowns, that's one thing. But the fact that he was able to protect the ball in the process, is what really was impressive to me. I mean, it's not like he was just out there in the backyard chucking the ball all over the place. I mean, he was methodical, cerebral, lethal with his approach. Truthfully, I have no idea how you follow up a performance like that, but I'm certainly excited to see what he has in store.
There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. Here's a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Eckler. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. He's got a man. It's McLaurin. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll run here with Eckler. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the play, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
And in motion is Brown.
Ready, ready.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Fabio Carrique.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Okay, here we go.
They'll run. It's Singletary. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. 3rd and long.
Half 18, half 18.
Jones. Now a screen going to be set up for Singletary. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Now a fair catch is taken here, just short of the 45-yard line. The Commanders' offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. 1st and 10. The tight end Ertz in motion. Out of the gun, they give it to Eckler. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
Ready.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That is caught at the 3. And he's in. Harry McLaurin. Touchdown, Commanders. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver's able to take it in for 6.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Giants' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Shotgun now for Jones. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you need to throw the ball, and they're going to have to protect their quarterback A lot better than they did there. Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here comes Singletary running right. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. With that, I want to give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. They'll come up now for second down and 4. They'll run once more with Singletary. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Play action now. It's Jones. On the blitz, overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes. Cleveland Pearl, former 4th overall pick of the Raiders, gets in there for the sack. From the gun, it's Jones. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever.
Okay, here we go.
Throwing now is Jones. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If this quarterback's offensive line had as much fight as he does, I don't think they'd be in this situation to begin with. I mean, it's not even halftime here, Mike, and they've already given up 6 sacks. At this rate, I'm not sure they're confident their quarterback's going to make it out of this game in one piece.
They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll run to begin the drive with Eckler. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. They run it once more with Eckler. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down. They'll go play action here with Daniels. The right side, catch made by McLaurin. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. Another catch from there. Numbers starting to stack up in this one. Closing in on 100 yards, and we're still in the first half. Couple of first downs already on this drive, and they'll go first down from the 43.
Ready.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Hold ready. Let's go now.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. Finding the veteran tight end, Zach Ertz. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. To the air again is Daniels. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Here's a 3rd down and 4. With that, we'll give you a look at the draft class from this past April, and obviously any time you select a quarterback with your first pick, he's going to steal most of the headlines. But this organization feels like they were able to add some other foundational pieces in the selections that follow.
Come on, come on. Set.
They'll go. Here's Daniels. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on 4th down. The production has been sensational early on. The last catch putting him over 100 receiving yards, and we still have another half to play. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. They run this straight ahead with Eckler, and he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. We'll give it to Eckler on the option. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here. And that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. They'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6.
Go.
From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels to the goal line and in. Noah Brown. Touchdown, Washington.
And that was just a great drive. Really, from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. That one underthrown and intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
Finds an alley to the 35. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And he'll take it on in. Harry McLaurin, touchdown Commanders. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
York, good on the extra point. And the Commanders will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Giants offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down.
He's across midfield.
13 yards on that one. Move the sticks. It's a first down. Against the Singletary on the zone read. He'll take this down to the 47. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Cadence, lock in the cadence. Up.
Here's Jones. He keeps it himself. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jones. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
On 4th down, the veteran Graham Gano for the Giants field goal try. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are on the board now here in this 2nd quarter.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here comes the number 2 overall pick, Jaden Daniels, with the rest of the Commanders' offense. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. The drive starts with a carry by Eckler. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. 2nd and a yard. The motion man here is McClure. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Pass downfield is caught by Brown. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Play action. Here's Daniels. And he's in. De'Ami Brown. Touchdown, Washington. He has done it again. That is 4 touchdown passes in his first half. Greg, he might skip halftime with the way he's performing right now.
Yeah, Mike, this passing attack is just really unstoppable. I mean, it is just remarkable the success he's been able to have. We're not even at halftime yet. He finds himself on record pace. I can't wait to see what he does the rest of this game.
York, good on the extra point. And the Commanders stretch it out, leading now by the score of 28-3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Giants offense ready to see what they can do. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. He'll try and run for the first with Singletary. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Here's Jamie Gillen on now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, it's Eckler. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's closing in on 100 yards already. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Strong. Woo! And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Well, they have not been shy about looking his way in the first half. Already 7 catches, and we've yet to hit halftime. On play action, Daniels. That's to the right side and incomplete. With McCaffrey, the intended receiver. And now it's going to be 3rd down. Now, faking the give. He'll try to run for it. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
2nd down and 8. Man in motion is Brown. Now, a handoff to Eckler. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Here now, 3rd and 5. To throw is Daniels. He'll get this one complete to Brown. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Let's add that to the list of great throws we've seen out of this quarterback here in the first half. We thought he might be in line to have a good game, especially against this style of defense. But let's be honest, Mike, he's been more than just good. He's been sensational.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Eckler. It'll be a short pickup down to the 31. Brian Burns comes off the edge to make the play.
Let's go now.
Running right up the gut, it's Eckler. And he brings it down to about the 28-yard line. Micah McFadden, the linebacker, there on the tackle. 3rd and 2. Here's Daniels. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Terrific day throwing the ball, and the numbers now show it. Over 300 yards passing in this one. They keep finding ways to keep this drive alive, and they're set up now for 1st and goal. A short game, down to the 7. Now here's 2nd and goal.
up second and goal.
Come on, come on.
The 7-yard line.
Throwing now, Daniels. He's going to, and he will get into the end zone. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Commanders. Now it's York for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Commanders will add one more onto their big lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Giants offense ready to take over once more. They'll begin with first and 10. Now, Jones. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. Still going, and he will score. Darius Slayton, touchdown, New York. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
The kick is good. Makes the space the score. Commanders 35, Giants 10.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. On the return, Noah Igbenogany. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Austin Eckler and the rest of the Commanders' offense back out onto the field. They've opened up a big lead already, trying to put this one to bed maybe before halftime. Another drive starts here with first and 10. That's complete. It's Jamison Crowder. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, second and a yard. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10. Here's Daniels. He's got it at about the 8. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it first and goal. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Here we go.
Daniels going to throw again. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Washington. So the numbers starting to pile up here early. We haven't reached halftime, and he's already thrown 4 touchdown passes. York now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Commanders add on to their already sizable lead. Halftime coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. This will be returned from the 6. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here we go. Hey.
Jones now on first down. That'll be caught by the running back, Singletary. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Working from the gun, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down. Here's Jones to throw. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Derek Forrest. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we've hit halftime here in the home team. The Commanders are out on top. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start in the NFC with an intriguing one at AT&T Stadium. New Orleans paying a visit to Dallas. And it's the Cowboys out on top as they've gone to the half. 2 touchdown passes there for Dak Prescott. From there, we head up to the Motor City to check in on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Tampa Bay Bucks. Jared Goff has a touchdown pass to his favorite target, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And you can see there it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. Anthony Richardson with a touchdown pass. What a treat to watch the rookie in that first half. The number 2 overall pick, Jaden Daniels. He put together the kind of half you dream about. 5 touchdown passes, as his guys are well in control of this ball game. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half. Because this one's already close to being in the bag, if it's not already. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
First half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the third quarter. They might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Throwing on second down. Daniels. Quick throw, taken in. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a third down and 4. Throwing is Daniel. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. On fourth down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Tress Way to punt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Greg, sitting up here with you, this is not the same energy we saw from this team at the start of the game. How much has the defense kind of sapped it out of them?
Oh, I think it's a big factor in this game. And when you start taking the ball away at the rate that they have today, it takes a lot of the confidence out of the offense. And I think that's the body language that you're referring to. There is a lot of doubt creeping in to this offense. And it's almost becoming the point where you don't want to be the guy with the ball because you're afraid you're going to give it up. And when it gets to that, man, as an offense, you're in trouble.
On second down, here's Jones. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Again, it's Jones. A quick throw out wide, caught left side. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Jones to the air again. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. 1st and 10 now from the 36.
Okay, here we go.
On play action, it's Jones. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On the handoff, Singletary. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Jones. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. The Giants sending out their punter, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. Too much leg there. That one's into the end zone for a touchback. The Commanders' offense ready to get back at it. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Eckler. And he'll get this past the 25, out to the 27. A pickup of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Again, it's Eckler. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Micah McFadden, the linebacker, there on the tackle. They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average. And frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And it's going to be a Commanders, and he is going to have the Chargers. Slot man in motion right. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. The last run going to put him up over 100 yards for this one. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Let's go.
On the give to Eckler. And he's going to weave his way forward. That's a 1st down at the 44-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Now he'll run it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Ready?
On the give, it's Eckler. And he'll get this across midfield as he's brought down, following a pickup of 5. 3rd down, 3 to go.
Here we go. Here we go.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He's got the veteran Zach Ertz. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. The numbers there tell the story. That last completion moves him over 400 yards passing for the game. First and 10.
Go.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's taken in. It's Austin Eckler.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
A big hole. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. So not quite first and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
Let's go now.
On the handoff, this is Eckler. And he's going to get this down to the 10-yard line. Good drive so far, but this is a big hurdle. It is 3rd and 10. And he'll take it on in. Luke McCaffrey, touchdown Commanders. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. Now it's York for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Commanders stretch things out even further. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense and Daniel Jones ready to get going once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll give it to Singletary to begin this drive. And he'll bring this to about the 25. It was Jeremy Chin that time up to make the stop. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Again, it's Singletary. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Jones. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And he will take this one in. 75 yards. Touchdown, Giants. For Neighbors, the 6th overall pick. That's his first NFL touchdown. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. That's caught downfield. McLaurin brings it in. 10 catches now in the game. They've gone his way early and often. That one for a 1st down. Out of the gun, they give it to Eckler. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They run it once more with Eckler. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Micah McFadden, the linebacker, there on the tackle. They'll try and run for the 1st with Eckler. A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. They'll go. Here's Daniels. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
4th and short, initially, you could tell he's just trying to get this ball out of his hand quickly, just enough to move the chains. Defense did a good job taking his reads away, so he turns into a runner, puts his head down, picks up the first down, keeps this drive alive.
They face 2nd down and 7.
Here we go.
They run this straight ahead with Eckler. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down.
Go!
On play action, Daniels. He's got his tight end. That's Sinnott. They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal. They'll run here with Eckler. He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. They'll throw with Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Let's go now.
3rd and goal. It's Daniels. It is brought in the end zone. De'Ami Brown. Touchdown, Washington. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. So that will tie the NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes in one game. First done by Sid Luckman with the Bears in 1943. And then Adrian Burke of the Eagles in 1954. We've waited a long time. Now they have company. York now for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Commanders will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Gunnar Olszewski. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. To the outside, complete to Johnson. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now, Jones. A short one there to Bellinger. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to throw is Jones. This one is caught by Robinson. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, they'll throw with Jones. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
Half 18, half 18. Up we go.
In motion, it's Robinson.
Up we go.
Jones now on 1st down. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Here we go, hey.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. He is in. Touchdown, Giants. Gano on to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants will get just a bit closer.
Commanders 56, Giants 24.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Returning is Igbenogany. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Commanders' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They'll go back to Eckler here on first down. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8.
Come on, come on.
Now, a handoff to Eckler. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down.
On the set.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up third and
Here we go. Jack.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He's got a man. It's McLaurin. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
What's the old saying, Mike? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And at this point, there's just really no reason to not just continue to target him. He's been running free all game long, and you can see the numbers. They bear that out. It's evident right from the start that they were going to look his way early and often, and I think it turned out to be a pretty good game plan.
Hold it ready.
So they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18.
Let's go. Go.
Throwing now, Daniels. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Harry McLaurin, touchdown Commanders. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year. So that's the big one in this offensive onslaught. A little bit of history. 8 passing touchdowns in one game. That's an all-time NFL record for a quarterback. So yet another touchdown pass, and that one's going to be the record breaker. Most touchdown passes in a single game. York, good on the extra point. And the Commanders are going to extend their lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Olszewski now to return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Giants offense and receiver Darius Slayton get to go to work again. They'll start out first down and 10. To throw, it's Jones. He's got his man. That's Neighbors. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Jones. He's got his man. That's Slayton. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Now Jones. Throw, right side, taken in by Neighbors. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. Jones to the air again. Now a screen going to be set up for Singletary. They smelled the screen and took care of it. Blown up in the backfield. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Again, it's Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Shotgun now for Jones. And that is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet. You know, the hardest part about these missed kicks, Mike, is for all the guys that work so hard to put the ball in position to come away with points. You kind of trot off the field. You're hoping that next possession has a different result.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Eckler. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play. The motion man here is McClure. And he's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up 4. Third and 9.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate.
Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. They'll start it here with a first and 10. From the gun, it's Jones. Now he'll run. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. Second down and 3.
Okay, here we go.
To throw is Jones. That's caught downfield by Robinson. 23 yards on that pass play. First down, Giants. Throwing, Jones. They'll try to set up the screen here. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. Here's Jones. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Giants first down.
Here's Jones to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Half jumbo, half jumbo. Up and go. Up and go.
Throwing now is Jones. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10. That's to Robinson. He's got it. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Now, Jones. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. From back at the 2 now, here's second and goal. Again, they'll throw with Jones. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants cut into the lead a little bit. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run to begin the drive with Eckler. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. So it's a win here for the Commanders. They get the job done here at home, and they follow the opening weekend victory with another here to move to 2-0 on the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Commanders are winners as we say so long from just outside our nation's capital.
Well, I was all over those Giants, but they just got yucky on some of those damn drives they had, and they got yucky. Bring this up, bring him do this. Man, it's next week. Right. Yes, I'm gonna call it. Well, that's gonna be it for this live stream. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell when you know I go live. I will be doing another live stream, but I'm gonna take a little break. Have a great day. Peace. I was watching it.